So here I am. Good morning. Coming at you with another video from the gym. Um, how many of you can really say that you woke up this morning and you was motivated to go to the gym? Um, I used to not wake up feeling, that motivated. But you know, um, they say that once you do things consistently, after 30 days, it becomes a form of habit. So, while everybody's sleeping, or some of us got up and I'm in the gym. I got in at 8 this morning, and right now it's 9:36. It's been an hour and a half. I'm up to the last part of my routine, which is stomach. I really came to do arms today because I feel that when I was a little bigger, and I'm not gonna say that I'm in my best shape right now, but the flaps on the arms, so I do a lot of um, calisthenics like jumping jacks because, like I said, once you accelerate your heart, and then that's when you start burning calories. That's why I say the best thing for that is to go to the treadmill. But some people want to do things different. Listen, I'm not gonna knock you. You do whatever best works for you. I'm just sharing with you what I go through and what I do um, for my routine and my workout. I wake up in the morning. I have a small breakfast. After having a small breakfast, I go and listen to this. Right? There's a gym 2 blocks away from where I live. It's called Blink. But I don't go there because when I first tried to go there a couple of years back, um, basically they was charging too much. Now I don't know how much they're charging, but I decided to take the bus, the 46, and right across the street from Woodhull Hospital, there's a gym, Planet Fitness, and that's what I do. I catch the bus and I ride all the way down here. I know some people say, why would you go all the way over there? Well, because I find it more convenient. I mean, to me, um, my routine consists of, you know, um, you got to get the black card. So like that, you can be able to use their entire gym. Meaning, I come here, I use the free weights, I use the machines, and then what I do is I go upstairs and I run for a little bit. And after that's done, I go downstairs for the last part of the workout. After I do stomach, for my last part of my workout, I go downstairs and I get on the chair and get a massage for a half an hour. And believe me, when I come out of there, I come feeling more better and more renovated than when I first came into the gym. When I come into the gym, you're coming all dragging yourself. I mean, not all persons, but that was me early in the morning. I didn't want to go to the gym early in the morning, but I pushed myself until I became a just, and I started doing it all the time. See, a lot of people they start their weekends on a Monday. Not me. I start my weekends on a Sunday because Sunday I come. There's really nobody in the gym, so I take advantage of that time and I use whatever machine I want. Sometimes you come in here and all the machines are taken, so you got to be very patient. Usually, what I did was when I used to come into the gym, you know, even though I had a routine plan, what I used to do was instead of just waiting for the person, whatever was open, I got into it and I got myself warmed up so that I can prepare to what I really came to do. But right now, I'm in the stomach machine. This machine is for the stomach. You know, um, After this, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna run for a while. Once I run for a while, and then, like I said, I go downstairs. I'm gonna get on the chair, get a massage. If not, I get on the flatbed, which is also a massage. They even got a tanning booth down there. Where you can get a tang. I never went in it, but it's there. And they got an enhancement machine also that you can use. But this is basically my routine on Sunday. A lot of people are getting up to go to church. I love going to church. Praise God for everything He has done for me in my life, and maybe you also. You are a firm believer. But this is what gets me motivated, and I thank God for giving me that motivation. Every day for me to wake up and be able to have, the strength to do what I do because you know, believe me, I was a mess. I was a big mess. I didn't want to do nothing. You know, I used to be a drinker back in the days. You know, so drinking and all that other stuff. You know, it just messed my system and my body up. So you know now, you know, with the glory of God, you know, I'm clean and I'm working out and I'm starting over. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are just like me. You know what I'm saying, or maybe even going through the similar situation. You know, and one thing we gotta understand is, you know, that God is here for all of us, man. He gives you the strength. He doesn't give you more than what you can handle. So, you know, wake up this morning and, you know, find something that you can do constructive. You know, I try to do something that I can give back to people because that's just the kind of heart that I have. I like giving back. I like helping, you know. So that's why I started doing these videos because, you know, I don't have too many people to talk to. You know, sometimes I even feel alone. But, you know, I found a way to relieve myself, and that's talking to you and coming to you, you know, not with my problems, but letting you know about my journey and my experience, you know, and maybe that'll motivate somebody to do the same. You know, listen, we all here for a different purpose. I understand that. You know, now some people got, you know, major problems. Some people have different problems, and I'm just gonna say, you know, pray, man, pray and get yourself motivated, man. You know, I felt like I wasn't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't value what I had, you know, which is family, my mother, and family, you know, and that's something that you have to cherish. You know, I have my daughter, you know, which I love very much, and I haven't been in contact with her for a while, but hopefully, you know, God will make that happen for me because I have a lot of faith. So all I want to give you is that little bit of my heart, you know, and letting you know that, you know, we all can do it. You know what I'm saying? We all can do it. You know what I'm saying? We're all here for one another. That's why I say I try to promote more love, more compassion. You know. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, please. Much love. Hope you have a great day.